He's singing the national anthem at the Giants game.
Are you nervous?
What are you doing here?
We can pull each other out of this.
I don't think that we can.
If you're lost, you can look.
I'm not worried about forgetting about the big stuff. It's the little things I'm not ready to let go of yet.
This Is Us, the final chapter, Tuesday on NBC, and watch the full trailer on YouTube.
Later, Jimmy Fallon welcomes Anthony Anderson. NBC Tonight.
It's 11 o'clock. AmeriGuard Security would like to remind you to set your alarm and check your cameras. Trust only the best. Protect your family, home, or business with 24/7 armed response.
Perimeter secure.
Remember, AmeriGuards it.
Lithia Subaru of Fresno proudly supports tonight's first segment of local news that matters. Lithia Subaru of Fresno. Subaru. Confidence in motion. KSEE 24 News begins with your forecast first from your local weather authority.
I'm Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox. Looking at our Valley Cam, we can still see pretty good out there. Temperatures did get into the mid-50s, but now we're in the 30s and lower 40s. 44 right now in Fresno. Our live radar is clear outside, and even the satellite did show a little bit of thin cloudiness coming our way. We're going to see that clear away. The clouds that we do have aren't thick enough to support any kind of rain. We are going to see a slow and steady increase in our to the valley on Friday. I'll have your complete forecast coming up. KSEE 24 News at 11 starts right now.
Local news that matters. This is KSEE 24 News at 11.
The reason we have a lot of homeless, and a lot of graffiti, and a lot of trash is because we've allowed it.
New year, same vision. Mayor Jerry Dyer looking to clean up Fresno. Tonight, he reveals his plans entering his second year in office and what residents can expect. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexander Balakian.
And I'm Stephanie Barugian. A bicyclist is dead after a hit and run in Reedley. This happened just before 7 o'clock tonight in the area of Alta and Manning. The CHP says the victim was riding along the shoulder when someone hit him and then took off. Officers attempted CPR, but the bicyclist died at the scene. He's identified only as a 69-year-old man. No suspects have been identified.
Also new at 11, with 2021 officially behind us, Fresno Mayor Jerry Dyer reflecting on his first year in office and planning for the year ahead. Our Catherine Phillips joining us in studio tonight. Catherine, the mayor revealing his wish list for the new year.
Hey, Alex, Mayor Dyer says there's a lot he wants to work on this year, including work to revitalize downtown, youth outreach, and expand Beautify Fresno. But he says the #1 priority is to get crime rates back down to what they were in 2019. With one full year in office under his belt, Fresno Mayor Jerry Dyer is getting ready for the year ahead. His biggest priority for his second year in office, lowering the city's violent crime rate. Dyer says in 2021 and in 2020, the city saw 74 homicides each year. In 2019, Dyer says the city saw just 41.
To reduce crime in Fresno to what we had in 2019. That is the #1 thing that I want to see happen in our community.
Dyer says in 2021, he focused on making sure the police department could fill the vacant spots they already had. Now in 2022, he's looking to increase the police budget so they can add 50 more officers for a total of 900.
We know that we have a department, police department, that is understaffed and has been for many, many years.
He says his second priority is continuing the efforts they have with helping the city's homeless population. During Dyer's first year in office, Project Off Ramp relocated and housed hundreds of homeless people from Fresno's freeways. He's hoping the city can add 4 more motels for them this year.
I can promise to the people that you won't see additional homeless people on our freeways like we had before. In fact, if you have one person on the freeway, they're going to be relocated that day.
With rents in Fresno rising each year, Dyer says his team is actively putting together a housing plan to address the housing shortage. Hoping to expand the city's youth programs and beautify Fresno, Dyer says more changes are coming in 2022.
The reason we have a lot of homeless, and a lot of graffiti, and a lot of trash is because we've allowed it.
Dyer says the plan they're working on right now to bring all housing types, more of them, to Fresno should be ready during the first quarter of this year. Live in studio, Catherine Phillips, KSEE 24, local news that matters.
Thank you, Catherine. Tonight, we know more about a man shot by police after officers say he stabbed a canine. 27-year-old Gabriel Mata ran from officers last night and attacked Sheriff's canine, Kyra. Police shot Mata, who has a lengthy criminal history. Medeiros Babb with more on what happened.
I lost it. I came to them for help. I didn't want them to shoot my son.
27-year-old Gabriel Mata in critical condition and electronically booked into the Fresno County Jail for allegedly running from police and stabbing a sheriff's canine officer. His mother didn't want her face shown on camera, but she says she was the one who called law enforcement on Sunday.
Because he was under the influence. I've never seen him like that before. And I was afraid that he was either going to hurt himself or hurt anyone else around him.
The Fresno County Sheriff's Office confirmed Mata was wanted for a domestic violence incident from Saturday in the Tower District. Fresno police say during that incident, Mata made threats against his girlfriend and their 5-year-old. Officers say when they got to the home, Mata was believed to be armed and there was an 8-hour standoff. We reached out to police. It's not clear why he was never arrested that night. The next day around 5 p.m., Fresno police, sheriff's deputies, and 3-year-old canine officer Kira went to Maple and American to search for Mata. Police spotted Mata, chased after him, and officials say when Kira caught up to him, Mata stabbed the canine at least 3 times. In return, the sheriff's office says 2 Fresno police officers shot at him.
He had so many opportunities to turn himself in, go peacefully, and face the music for what he had done wrong, but he continued to hide out. Here he is running again, and he's putting people in position to get hurt.
Mata was taken to the hospital for at least 1 gunshot wound. Kira was taken to the vet, had surgery, and is expected to be okay. Court records show Mata has a lengthy criminal history, including several felonies, including domestic violence and stolen vehicle charges. According to this U.S. Attorney's Office release, Mata was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison back in May of 2021 for being a felon in possession of a firearm. The Fresno County Sheriff's Office says he was released early from prison because of all the time he had served in the Fresno County Jail. Medeiros Babb, KSEE 24, local news that matters.
The California State Supreme Court making a significant ruling today by unanimously rejecting early parole for violent prisoners. The ruling stems from inmates' latest effort to expand the application of a 2016 ballot initiative, Proposition 57, which allows most inmates to seek early paroles as a way to encourage rehabilitation and reduce mass incarceration. But the High Court says the parole opportunity does not apply to prisoners serving sentences for a combination of violent and nonviolent felonies. Thousands of protesters descending on the state capitol today. It was led by parents fighting the governor's vaccine mandate for school kids. Marley Ginter reports with more on the rally where chants of "Our children, our choice" came in loud and clear.
And we will reverse the mandate itself, but that is just the beginning.
Hundreds gathered in protest, their message loud and clear.
We are completely against any kind of COVID-19 vaccine mandate for children. We don't think it's necessary, and we think that parents can make their own decisions for their children's health.
The rally, organized by the group Our Children, Our Choice, drawing protesters from across the state.
We don't think I need a vaccine.
4th grader Malia Rodriguez and her mom Melinda chartered a bus from Visalia, and the Williams family drove more than 400 miles from Riverside.
We left at 1:30 this morning and said we're coming on out. We have to be here.
Some schools already started vaccine mandates, but the state of California won't implement the mandate until the vaccine is FDA approved. Hastings law professor John Meyer says the governor can legally implement the mandate.
Parental rights are not absolute, even when based on religious belief. The state can interfere with and override parental objections when a child's health or safety is at risk.
Activists here, like art teacher Alina Crone, say the goal is to get legislators to listen and press pause on any COVID vaccine mandate.
And I won't be going along with anybody's mandate. They can't force me to do anything, even if it means my job.
Meantime, the FDA expanding Pfizer's emergency use authorization, allowing COVID booster shots for kids between 12 and 15. And the time between their primary vaccination and their booster has now been reduced from 6 to 5 months. Many local health officials are pleased to see the booster becoming available for more kids.
Vaccines really are safe and are being monitored. So at this point, we know a lot more about the vaccines and their safety than we did when we first started. So it's really reassuring to say that this is the next step and this really will help protect your child's health, that they're eligible to get them that booster shot.
Health officials say children experience fewer side effects from COVID vaccines because they receive a smaller dosage.
KSEE 24, your local election headquarters. And this morning, Congressman Devin Nunes making it official, resigning from Congress after a 19-year run.
I write to inform you that I have notified California Governor Gavin Newsom of my resignation from the U.S. House of Representatives effective today at 11:59 p.m. It has been the honor of my life to represent the people of California's San Joaquin Valley for the last 19 years. Please let me know how I can be of help during this transition. Signed, sincerely, Devin Nunes.
Nunes was not present on the House floor when his resignation letter was read aloud in the Capitol building. Nunes, the representative for California's 22nd district for 10 terms, and instead of finishing out his 10th term, Nunes will become the CEO of former President Trump's new social media startup. Nunes' departure will now trigger a special election. Some of those running to replace him include former congressional candidate and Republican Elizabeth Heng, Fresno County Supervisor Nathan Bagsig, and Nunes' 2020 challenger Phil Arbayo.
Coming up on KSEE 24 News at 11, the simple donation that can save lives and why the need is now desperate.
It's very concerning because we have been in an emergency blood shortage since, I want to say, last summer.
The urgent request for help in the valley.
Also, the verdict is in the fraud case involving a blood testing machines that proved to be too good to be true.
Your weather headlines for tonight. Temperatures will stay on the mild side for January. Variable clouds through midweek. Possible showers on Friday, then clearing this weekend. Your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy will stay in the low range through most of the week, but medium on Friday. Oak and juniper the predominant pollens, and I'll have your complete forecast as KSEE 24 News continues.
I'm waking up my day, so let's get it started. Turn it up, turn it on. Keep the morning moving right along. Yeah, I'm waking up my day. You make it feel alright. I'm waking up my day. Waking up my day. Don't you know I'm ready for whatever comes my way. I'm waking up my day.
Subaru and our retailers believe in giving back. That's why, in difficult times, we provided 150 million meals to Feeding America. And now, through the Subaru Share the Love event, we're helping even more. By the end of this year, Subaru will have donated over $225 million to charity.
Get to Subaru of Fresno, where every new Subaru comes with complimentary maintenance included.
Tonight, Jimmy's back and all new. I can already tell 2022 is going to be better than 2021, mostly because it's impossible for it not to be. With Anthony Anderson.
Dubai's only 50. I'm 51. I'm older than Dubai.
Wow. Plus Adam Devine. New Tonight Show.
Fall allergy season has started with grass and weed pollen and high levels of mold in the air. Air pollution makes allergy symptoms worse. Boz Allergy knows coughing, wheezing, and headaches due to allergies and asthma can mimic COVID-19 symptoms, and flu season is starting. Come to Boz Allergy at the first sign of symptoms. Rest assured we'll diagnose and treat you accurately. Stay safe and stay healthy. Contact Boz Allergy today and breathe easier.
KSEE 24 News is brought to you in part by Jacoby & Myers.
Now, AMS certified Chief Meteorologist A.J. Fox with your local weather authority forecast.
Well, our temperatures this morning were pretty chilly, down close to freezing in Fresno, and that means in some other spots we did get at or below freezing. We had a morning low of 33, afternoon high of 57. That's because we saw enough sunshine to allow us to get above normal in the afternoon after that very chilly morning. Looking at our Valley Cam powered by A13 Properties, this is time-lapse photography of the sun that was just going down over the horizon. So this is just right around 5 o'clock. As the sun goes down, we saw a little bit of thin cloudiness coming through, but a lot of color in that sunset tonight. So I'm happy to share that with you. Temperature right now, 44 in Fresno, 43 in Madera, 39 in Hanford, 37 already in Lemoore, 46 in Merced still, and 39 in Visalia. Keeping an eye on visibility. Right now, the worst of it's in Hanford at 4 miles, 7 in Fresno and Visalia, 8 in Lemoore, 10 in Madera and Merced. So not bad, but dropping. A live radar shows our skies to be clear, and a satellite picture shows us an increase in clouds. A lot of the real activity is going to be in the Pacific Northwest, but reaching as far south as the Bay Area, some isolated showers and seeing some areas of snow, but you could draw a line right there, basically from our viewing area northward. They get all the showers and we end up staying dry, and that's the way Futurecast plays it out for the next 24 hours too. So we'll see a few thin clouds, but a lot of the real shower activity remains pretty far to the north of us. No real threat of any kind of rain coming our way. There may be some more cloudiness moving into the South Valley later on into the afternoon and into the evening. Futurecast for tonight. Our fog model showing a couple of spots, really isolated spots, though, of fog and otherwise widespread clearing skies, and then we clear out later on into the afternoon. Our air quality, that'll be moderate on the valley floor. Wood burning is only okay if you have the registered wood burning device. We also have good air quality expected in Sequoia National Park. Tonight, expected overnight low of 33 in Delano, Tulare 34, same for Corcoran, 39 in Kettleman City, Squaw Valley 37 and 38 in San Joaquin and Madera, Oakhurst just above freezing at 40 in Merced, 41 for Los Banos. Our high temperatures expect in Yosemite 44, 61 though in Merced, 60 in Firebaugh, 59 in Madera, Auberry and Oakhurst 50, 5 points in Huron 60, same for Coalinga, 58 in Hanford and Kettleman City, Visalia 56, Porterville same, Delano 56, 57 in Pixley, 55 expected in Tulare. Your renewable solar forecast, well, the numbers dip down a little bit. A little increase in clouds coming in the middle of the week, but on the higher side for Tuesday. And our energy savings, well, they're down in the upper 80s, which is better than nothing, I suppose. I like them when it's above 100% and meters run backwards. Partly cloudy tonight. 39 will be the overnight low, so not quite so cold with the temperatures. The east wind at 5 miles per hour turns to a northwest wind tomorrow afternoon, still at 5 miles an hour. 58 will be our high temperature under mostly sunny skies. And for the next several days, we're going to keep the above normal temperatures. 56 again on Wednesday, and then back up to 58 on Thursday, even with the increase in clouds. There's an possibility of an isolated shower on Friday. Definitely some clouds, and notice the temperature because of those clouds dips back down to 55, and then we're up again with clearing skies this weekend, up to 60 degrees on Sunday. Monday, 61 degrees and morning low temperatures, again out of the 30s and back into the mid-40s for the rest of the week. Your regional forecasts are available on our website at yourcentralvalley.com, so please go check them out there. And so I'm looking at Friday, and I'm kind of disappointed with how the models are taking the showers and making them really, really light. If we get anything at all, and it's kind of going to be disappointing.
We got fog instead now.
Right. But that's our day off. I'm supposed to go golfing, right?
Oh,
okay.
Well then,
I'm just saying.
Then it's good for you.
Yeah.
All right, that's all that matters.
No, it doesn't. Hey, Jay, thanks.
All right, time to check in with Scott Bemis.
All right, Scott, what's up next in sports?
Oh, we're going to talk some Fresno State football, guys. A talented receiver from the Pac-12 saying he wants to be a Bulldog. Plus, a couple of Fresno State offensive football stars make it official. They're coming back for another season. The details next in Sports Central.
Many places full of history mark the valley. Join me as I take you on a tour of the people in our back. This week, we take a tour of one of California's favorite national parks. On the map, Thursdays at 6 on KSEE 24.
Say hello to 2022 with Xfinity, and you'll get fast and reliable internet for only $19.99 a month for 12 months. Plus, you can get 12 times the speed for the same price when you add Xfinity Mobile. You'll save hundreds over AT&T. Say hello to kicking off the year with this amazing offer. And with Xfinity Mobile, you can get a 5G phone on us and $300 back during our Xfinity Hello 2022 sales event. Click, call, or visit a store today.
The Aspen Schools community just got bigger.
With enrollment now open, you can now get your child on the road to success.
All are welcome.
With no district lines, anyone can enroll.
Seriously, all over Fresno.
Here at Aspen, we do things a little different.
This is not your typical classroom.
With smaller class sizes, we can focus on
teaching students how to succeed in and out of the classroom.
And that is why Aspen schools are tuition free.
It's all about the students.
Preparing students for their futures the right way.
So what are you waiting for?
Enroll today.
KSEE 24 News is brought to you in part by Jacoby and Myers.
Now, Sports Central, presented by Toyota.
Jeff Tedford is going to have a loaded backfield at his disposal next season because on Monday, star running back Jordan Mims making it official. He's going to utilize his super senior season and return to the Dogs in 2022. Mims posting a message to his Twitter account saying Fresno State has become his second home and there's no other place he would rather be. With Coach Tedford returning, Mims also writing that the possibilities with this team are nothing short of amazing. It will be Mims' 6th year in the program. Now, sharing time with Ronnie Rivers, he averaged nearly 6 yards a carry this past season and was named the offensive MVP of the New Mexico Bowl. Of course, Jake Haener already announced he'll be back next year, and so will Haener's favorite target at receiver, Jalen Cropper. In a tweet, Cropper saying these past 3 years with the Dogs have been life-changing, and he can't wait to get back to work with Coach Tedford and his staff. Cropper had reportedly been giving some thought to possibly going pro. Now, that wide receiver room next season will also have returners Josh Kelly and Zane Pope, and a talented graduate transfer in the mix as well, because former Cal receiver Nico Remigio, well, he announced on Twitter he's committed to Fresno State. He's a former 4-star recruit who spent 4 years at Cal, leading them in receiving in 2019. Hey, there's optimism. Klay Thompson could make his return to game action this Sunday for the Warriors. On Monday, the Dubs were taking on points, but that assist was nice. Jordan Poole picking up the slack, though. 32 points off the bench. They improve upon the league's best record with a 7-point win. Also Monday, Jalen Green, 12 points for the Rockets in a loss at Philly. Meantime, for the second time in 3 weeks, the Raiders pulled out a clutch victory on the road Sunday thanks to a game-winning field goal set up by a Derek Carr game-winning drive. Carr now has 29 of those in his career, which since 1960 is good for 21st on the all-time list. Now, if the Raiders can beat the Chargers Sunday night in Las Vegas in a game you can see right here on KSEE 24, they're in the playoffs. Finally, that video from Monday, a little better than the rest. It's Bemis' best. And it was a special night for Ben Roethlisberger in Pittsburgh. In what was likely his last home game at Heinz Field, the 39-year-old who has won 2 Super Bowls in his 18 years in the Steel City didn't play that great, but it didn't matter. The Steelers still scratched out a win over the Browns, and then emotional Big Ben took a victory lap around the stadium at the end, which is certainly worthy of a coveted spot in Bemis' best. The 26-14 win guaranteeing Big Ben a winning record for an 18th straight season in Pittsburgh. Also keeps the Steelers' slim playoff hopes alive. They've got 1 game remaining. We'll be right back.
Paul Mitchell, the school Fresno, is proud to be helping future professionals follow their dreams and reach great goals. We can help you pursue your career in cosmetology or barbering, and financial aid is available to those who qualify. Come make it happen now at Paul Mitchell, the school Fresno.
Upgrade your ride now with new tires from Empire Wheels and Tires. With all major brands available, the best prices in town, our service guarantee, and financing in just 3 minutes, Empire will get you rolling in style. Empire Wheels and Tires on Clovis, south of McKinley.
We've been with Personal Express over 20 years. They're local. I know them personally. We can walk in, sit down and talk to any of the gals there. We get discounts for having our homeowners and our vehicle insured with them. With this new house, they gave us a figure we could not refuse. We have a local advantage. That's what I like.
With offices in Fresno, Clovis, and Visalia.
Went out with my sister and we were walking and I fell in the hole.
I was thinking it might be a sprain. The next day was even worse.
The insurance company refused to let Carmen get an MRI until she called us.
When I called Curtis Legal Group, they took my case when no one else would.
We got her everything and more.
They took my case, they handled it from A to Z. Curtis Legal Group was able to get me a lot more money than I was expecting.
We're the Curtis Legal Group. Helping you is what we do.
Call 1-800-LAW-3080.
Hi, Bruce here from Jackson Jewelers, where we buy your old gold. Professionally designed custom pieces, especially for you, or help you find the perfect bridal ring. Stop by and see us in Old Town Clovis. Jackson Jewelers, where we treat you like family.
Attention back pain sufferers. If you've been told you need surgery, it's time to call Innovative Medical Center.
If you've had an injury that resulted in a bulged or herniated disc and were told that you needed surgery, you need to come in and try the NDS method.
Our NDS or no disc surgery can help you avoid surgery.
We've helped people get out of pain in as little as one visit. We have a great team here at Innovative Medical Center. Call today to make your appointment.
You can get over your pain and live the life that you deserve.
Call Innovative Medical Center right now.
Now YourCentralValley.com pros who know.
Keep your credit stellar when applying for a home loan by staying current on existing accounts. Don't open or close accounts, and call a mortgage professional like Country Club Mortgage.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know.
The Central California Blood Center issuing an urgent plea to the public today amid an extreme shortage of blood. There's less than a day's supply of blood. Winter months already leading to an increase in illnesses, and there's also holiday travel, which results in more car crashes and life-threatening injuries.
It's very concerning because we have been in an emergency blood shortage since, I want to say, last summer.
Compounded with the increased demand of COVID-19 has also taken a toll on the valley's blood supply.
We normally will have blood drives at schools, at businesses, and with people being remote or not having those public blood drives, that has been also contributing to the blood shortage.
And the Blood Center and American Red Cross asking everyone who is able to donate to make an appointment. Donors are being entered into a lottery for a trip to the Super Bowl.
A verdict today in the criminal fraud trial of Elizabeth Holmes. A jury has found Holmes guilty of fraud and conspiracy. Holmes is the former CEO of a blood testing company called Theranos and was able to bring in millions from investors but was unable to deliver on promises. She claimed to have developed a medical device that could detect a multitude of diseases and conditions from a few drops of blood. But deception came to light in 2015 after a series of articles and a regulatory audit uncovered potentially dangerous flaws in the technology. Holmes now facing up to 20 years in prison. Coming up, who doesn't like a snow day?
That's right. The National Zoo in Washington, well, they got snowed in today. And one young resident, well, making a little snow angels. We'll give you all these adorable pictures next.
COVID is an everyday concern, and testing remains critical. If you're traveling, have been exposed, or are having symptoms, Premium Urgent Care offers online appointment setting at convenient Valley locations and same-day test results. Get quality medical care at Premium Urgent Care today.
I was denied my Social Security disability claim, even though I can't work.
I'm so frustrated dealing with the government, and the last thing I want is some faceless lawyer
on the phone. I want personal attention.
Someone experienced
who knows our local legal system
and will fight for me.
When you can't work, the law offices of Robert Ishikawa will fight to get you Social Security disability benefits. Call 559-477-4487. Social Security disability is all we do.
Introducing the all-new Gillette Labs with exfoliating bar. It combines shaving and gentle exfoliation into one efficient stroke for a shave as quick and easy as washing your face.
Better skin from your body wash? Try Olay Body Wash with skincare super ingredient collagen. Olay Body Wash hydrates to improve skin 3 times better, from dry and dull to firm and radiant. With Olay Body, I feel fearless in my skin.
Paris, Spain, London, Milwaukee.
These are some exotic places you could travel to if you win the Tachi Palace's $280,000 Road to Riches hot seats. Every Friday in January from 6 to 10 p.m., 4 guests will be drawn every 30 minutes to play and win up to $4,000 in cash and a $4,000 travel voucher. Hello, Richie Vacation. It's the $280,000 Road to Riches hot seats only at the Tachi Palace Casino Resort in Lemoore.
When the way you pay gets easier, how you pay should be smarter. Right now, EECU is waiving the balance transfer fee on their Visa Platinum credit card and offering a low promotional 5.99% APR on all purchases and balance transfers through March 31st, 2022. So you can keep more money in your wallet instead of letting it slip through your fingers. It's time to consolidate with EECU, smarter banking since 1934.
Choosing can be difficult. Corner Bakery match simple with our Choose 2. Mix and match any 2 kitchen-crafted favorites to build your perfectly paired meal. For freshly prepared, artisan-inspired choices, visit one of our Valley locations in Fresno and Visalia today.
Midland Tractor has a history of partnering with local growers. We bring the latest technology to our customers and provide on-site training and startup with the promise to stay until your equipment is performing as it should. Midland Tractor Equipment Solutions, guaranteed.
If you don't have a primary care doctor for your family, Premium Urgent Care provides all general health services at multiple Valley locations. Set your appointment online and Premium Urgent Care will serve you quickly for the health of those you love. Get quality care at Premium Urgent Care today.
Tomorrow on Sunrise, students return to school this week after holiday gatherings, but families are still concerned about the COVID surge.
What you need to know to get your kids back to class safely tomorrow on KSEE 24 Sunrise.
All right, check out these cute pictures. The Smithsonian's baby panda, Xiao Qi Ji, showed off his childlike sense of fun and excitement as he ventured out into the snow today. The National Zoo says he was a little timid during his first snow encounter last year, but that's not the case today. At 16 months old, he's plowing face first into all that fresh powder. He even tried to do several somersaults today, and he had a ton of fun playing in that snow.
It's like a little kid.
I know.
Just playing around.
They got a lot of snow there.
Yeah, we got some pretty good snow.
Up in the mountains,
over the
we
last
did.
few days, yeah.
It's still there. Today you could see it. It was kind of fun.
It was
I've seen
beautiful.
a lot of social media pictures of, wow, the mountains are out kind of thing. So we may get something similar to that tomorrow. Then we'll see an increase in clouds. We'll look into Friday for our next chance at sprinkles. And I'm saying that with a question mark on purpose. Then we see clearing skies this weekend. Our temperatures are going to be getting a little bit warmer. We're going to get into the lower 60s, which is actually way above normal for January. Our high temperatures should only be in the lower to mid 50s at best. So we've got some good warm temperatures coming our way. Not enough to worry about losing all that snow just yet, but it's going to feel pretty warm for us on the valley floor.
All right.
Hey, Jay, thanks so much.
And that does it for us. Thank you for joining us.
We're back tomorrow. Have a good night.
Stay connected with local news that matters most. Instantly accessible at yourcentralvalley.com with the latest stories in your community and your local weather authority forecast all day, every day. KSEE 24 News is always available at yourcentralvalley.com.